This meeting and all other meetings of this council are open to the public. Proper notice has been posted and given to the press in accordance with Wisconsin statutes so that citizenry may be aware of the time and place and agenda of this meeting. We'll call the meeting to order with a roll call.
Nadowski.
Here.
Kemp. Here. Appleby has asked to be excused.
All right. Next, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from April 11th, 2016.
Second.
All right, all in favor? Aye. Next, citizens appearances, which we do not have any. Then we go into number 4, the municipal building construction update.
We're close to completion. We moved in, we're here. We are looking at, there's a punch list items that they're completing at this point in time. So the pay request on the agenda for tonight is pay request number 10 in the amount listed of $232,423.39. We anticipate one, maybe two more pay requests to final it out and close it out. So that's where we're sitting with the project now. Again, Corey walked through it and punched it out a week and a half ago. So they're almost doing all the punch work, list work, and stuff that they haven't completed. Some of the stuff that's remaining yet is Heartland's, your IT work that has to be completed. It's being completed right as we talk. So.
Okay.
And this pay request for Immel is contingent on lien waivers and getting a signed pay request, which I have not gotten yet.
Okay. So I'll make a motion to approve pay request number 10 on contract C15 to Immel for $232,423.39, contingent upon receipt of lien waivers.
I'll second it.
All right, got a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. All right, next we got the owner direct purchases.
Owner direct purchases are the purchases that the city has made to cut checks for all the materials to save the tax savings. At this point, this is what Immel has listed, and based on my review this weekend over what they submitted, there may be a couple of items that they have in there that they were supposed to take out. So they were supposed to have everything to my office today, but I had to leave earlier this morning for meetings. So I will check that over before Patrick makes any payments to make sure that the ones that they've submitted have been taken care of.
Okay, how do we work that then, Pat? Do we hold it over or do we?
I think you have to pay them. It's just a couple. What it is there was a couple of them in there that they charged us for freight,
Okay.
and we're just paying the materials. So I mean, you're talking a couple $100 is all it is. It's not exact, but I just want to make sure that I asked them about the questions I had on it.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'll have it ready.
what you
for
could
by-
probably do is if you make a motion contingent
Contingent
on,
upon-
approve owner direct purchases for this amount minus freight charges to be
determined. And
reduced or whatever, and then
I'll
for
get
next
it.
week for council,
Right.
we'll have that amount there.
Yep.
The right amount, okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that then. I'll make a motion then to approve the owner direct purchases for $63,352.60 minus the freight charges that you're working on getting pulled out.
Yep.
Second.
All right, motion and second, all in favor? Aye. Was that you going nuts? It's not me. All right, next we got discussion and the date for the municipal building open house.
So we have a couple things that popped up. We're looking at an open house event. We're looking at some of the state assembly people, representatives from the governor's office. What they've kind of asked for is a 1.5 to 2 month notice. With that, we do have a scheduled install date for like the police lockers of June 24th. Due to some unforeseen delays. But that's the date that'll be in. That furniture that we had approved for the 2 offices at City Hall last month is probably about 6 to 7 weeks out, so we're looking probably in that same time frame there, right about mid to late June. So the question would be, if you're looking at, obviously the parking lot will be done probably in a couple weeks. You wanna have the building all up to snuff, hopefully any headaches that we have been sort of ironed out. I think it would probably be appropriate to take a look at June, maybe that last week in June, before the 4th of July. I think the 4th is like on a Monday. Talked to a couple other places that had built buildings. Hortonville had said that they were in their building and running it for 4 months before they had an open house, which seems like a lot to me. But if you consider that the end of April is when we moved in, to get to the end of June, it's just 2 months. That sounds pretty good, I would think. Do you guys have thoughts on that?
Is all the Heartland stuff gonna be done by then?
Yeah.
Been a lot of people
Oh, yeah.
asking about it already, but you're right, that I would like to see it finished, So we got no excuses,
Right.
especially the community center,
Yep.
community room, make sure that's done the way it's planned on.
Right.
So if you're thinking, what, June 24th?
Well, that's the day the lockers are supposed to be showing
Oh,
up.
okay,
and
well,
to get
what's,
installed, so maybe.
when are we gonna do it, on a Saturday or Sunday or something?
Well, and then that's the other question too is, the comment I got was that a lot of people from like the state or other governments might prefer during the weekday, but then if you're doing it during the weekday, well, then local people that work are,
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know what the best is on that. It sounds like people have just done all sorts of different events. They've had it on the weekend.
I guess I.
Weekend probably makes sense because
Yeah.
most people aren't doing anything. And if you're gonna get somebody that represents the state,
No disrespect, but if we're gonna have open house, let's have it for people that help pay for the thing, not
right,
necessarily some big shot from somewhere else.
right.
Have it so the people that are gonna use it or pay for it can be here.
Mhm.
That way, with the Saturday or Sunday, I guess I don't.
Well, the weekend, so July 4th's on a Monday. We always have the fireworks on the 3rd, but I think a lot of people probably go on vacation out of town that weekend too.
Yeah.
I don't know if that Saturday makes sense or the Saturday, maybe you're looking at
July
July,
25th is the Saturday before,
June 25th.
June 25th.
And then
Yeah,
the
that
lockers
would-
are supposed to
that
be
would-
here on that Friday. Supposed to be.
Yeah. How long does it take to get those installed though?
Supposed to be a day, if that's the day though.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I just wouldn't wanna push it too close together just
Yeah,
because you want it to be done. You don't wanna have to sit there and rush through
right.
trying to get something done because there's the open house.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, a lot of the IT and all that, what we told them was the parking lot was gonna be cut down for a couple more weeks yet, and so they're aiming to get all their stuff done within the next 2 weeks here. But then really what we're hanging on to is there's 2 desks downstairs and the lockers, that'll be June 24th, somewhere in there.
yeah.
You have thoughts on June 25th, or you wanna go, that next weekend's probably not good for July 4th.
No.
Maybe you go the next Saturday, then you know for sure everything's gonna be done. July 9th.
Ninth.
Yeah, it's probably gonna come faster than what we figured.
I'd say the ninth would be fine. I think,
Like a noon, something like that.
Yeah, it's kind of a fall afternoon or noon opening or whatever, and then,
yeah, noon to 4 or something.
well, yeah.
As long as if you do it on a Saturday in July, people are probably gonna be wanting to do stuff, so it might be better to do it earlier rather than later. Just 'cause, well, if it's Saturday in July and I'm around, I'm usually trying to look for water somewhere. If it's hot,
10 to 2 or something you're thinking, or noon to 4, or
that's what I would think, like 10 to 2 or something.
10 to 1?
What's that?
10 to 1, I don't know if you need 4 hours, but
Yeah,
I'm assuming the people that are coming probably right away.
Yeah. Well, just,
Because we'll
we
get,
don't all have to be here, I mean, you could have open house start at noon or whatever and have it
yeah,
till 5 or something.
yeah, because what you think you'd probably do is have, have the mayor give a speech or something like that. You'd have
yeah,
something there,
yeah, speech on the steps.
Yeah. And usually if you aim for like a certain time for that, well then most people are gonna show up for that too, so.
Yeah,
Get them through real quick.
Yeah. So July 9th though, we'll look at that, just that Saturday, July 9th?
Sure.
Okay.
Good, man. To go with you, Mike?
Shoot for like a 10 o'clock kickoff, so that way it's somewhat early.
And people can get on with their day or whatever from.
Yeah, maybe 10 to noon or something like that. That way it's not killing anybody's day. That
Okay.
way everybody gets.
The other thing too we could do is, you know, the treatment plant's gonna be all done too. You could probably advertise that we'd have a, I don't know if we're gonna open for tours or not. Could have the Public Works Committee and the staff talk about that maybe. That's gonna be another project that,
Yeah. I don't know that people really want to see the waste treatment plant,
Right.
but
Tell you what though,
I guess if they
you'd be
do,
surprised how many people
Yeah.
wanna go there and see what it's like.
yeah,
I just want to see what it smells like.
yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me that you get a bunch more go down there.
10 to 12 and then that way we can knock out both of them at the same time too. I mean,
Yeah. Just have it open.
yeah.
If there's any takers, they can go down and get a tour. Just probably have to have at least 2 people stand by, so that way
Right.
people just don't start wandering.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want that.
No. Guided tours.
Maybe we'll consider time on having the treatment plant too.
Same time?
Yeah, or staggered, maybe in half an hour or something like that, I don't know. Okay,
Alright. So next we got municipal building displays, furniture, appliances.
so I think I have the list on what is hanging out there. Some of the things I would consider to be needs, and there's 1 or 2 that are just on there for discussion purposes only. So I'm looking at that page 1 as an items to be discussed
Yeah.
sheet. And it's kind of broken out by items, so when we look at the kitchen, looking at picking up a stove for the community room kitchen, and then also a commercial refrigerator. Now, the commercial refrigerator, there's the Commercial Appliance Incorporated in Appleton that's got one. And to be honest, I know Jack and I were gonna hook up and maybe go take a look at it, and things got pretty nuts for us in the office, so I haven't been down there to check the price on it, but they were talking, like in the $2,000 range.
Yeah, it was a little less, I think it was 1850 or something.
So, and then,
It was a good sized refrigerator, but all stainless steel, so it made it legal, so.
Okay.
and then the question is just gonna be, we've had the reps from the Weyauwega County Health and Human Services come through a couple times, they've looked at the facility. And that storage area, they'd like to have like a little setup for a little desk in there. And they've also talked about the ability to have a second refrigerator in there. One of the questions that we really haven't answered yet is if the commercial refrigerator is essentially there for the use of the senior meal program, if it comes, should it be in the kitchen where it's not secure, or should it be in that storage room where you can secure it? And if it's in the storage room, does that mean we need a second refrigerator to go into the kitchen? You follow me on that?
No.
No.
We gotta put one in the kitchen no matter what.
Right,
And we can put an extra one in the storage room.
right. And in the kitchen, the space that's there is 36 inches
Yeah,
wide for a
standard,
fridge.
yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
is that big enough for the commercial fridge?
I think you can find one that fits in there.
Yeah.
But the question for this, like the senior meal program is, if you, I'm assuming they need their stuff secured,
Yeah.
and do they need the commercial kitchen, or the commercial fridge?
Well, I would think that if they wanted that and we said, hey, here's a room that they can use, I would figure that they would supply the fridge.
A fridge, but then for the kitchen though, what the county health department is saying is that we would want a commercial.
Yeah, we still
Yeah.
gotta have one in the
Refrigerator.
kitchen.
So it
right?
sounds to me like the commercial refrigerator we need if we wanna use the kitchen the way we were thinking, so
Yeah.
we need one.
Right, and then it's just a matter of where does it go?
Well, it goes in the kitchen.
I would think we'd leave that up to the county, and if we come here, then I wouldn't jump the gun and buy a commercial refrigerator, put it in a storeroom until we know for a fact that, one, they're coming, and number two, that it's our responsibility, that maybe they got to put it in.
Right. Right.
I think we just gotta buy the refrigerator for
To make the room functional.
the kitchen and.
Yep. We leave it at
Commercial
that.
refrigerator.
Yeah, a commercial one for refrigerator and a stove. Stove doesn't have to be commercial, they said.
Yep.
Right, so that's correct. On the
So I guess
commercial fridge, I don't have quotes on it, so we don't have it
Okay.
to be acted on tonight. But that's, like I said, these are items that are out there yet.
Okay.
On the community room kitchen stove, what we've looked at, or what I've looked at, is that Home Depot, who will deliver for free,
Now will they deliver to Weyauwega?
they will.
Okay.
And they've got a 10 to 20% off sale going right now. And I think there were 3 of the $400 some stoves. They're not the super cheap ones, but they're not the high end ones too. But that's what's in the packet.
Yeah.
Now, the key that they didn't answer for me is stoves, they will deliver if you order a stove that's at least $396. And if you look at that breakdown I've got,
Yeah, I see the ones.
2 of them are $359.
Well, the one
so
that's
as you look at the,
409 though, that one's got the lockout on it too, which is good because then if people
Yep.
are having kids there, they can lock it out to make sure no kids can mess with it, and it's got the self cleaning, which I know none of us want to clean it. So
it's
saying.
free delivery on the one that's $409, and then so they all appear to be white,
yeah,
but they have options for black or white. I mean, either way. When I sifted through the Home Depot site though, if you're looking for a brand new fridge like that, that's probably the better price you're gonna get, because right now it's on sale. They'll deliver them for free, and then from there, I mean, the next level up is like $600-700 stoves, which I don't know that we really need that.
no, not for the use that we're looking at. Yeah, because I was looking through the different options, and that the 409 one has the lockout on it and
Yeah.
the self cleaning and whatnot. The other ones don't have the self cleaning, but
So on
I
those
think
3
that'd
there,
be
those
something
are
we
the
want.
3 of the cheaper.
Yeah. You know,
What is it? GE is Amana is the $359 one, normally $399. There's a Hot Point electric range in white, which is $359, usually $399. And then this GE with cleaning oven and the lockout on it is $409. And like I said on there, then it's free delivery.
yeah.
you know, we could sit and nitpick this kind of stuff forever. Why don't you just get some kind of a motion? We need a refrigerator, we need a stove, and we need that mixing or that table, which is
Right, we're looking at
basically
Right.
$350.
Is that like a stainless steel?
Why don't we get a motion to allow you and myself to spend up to $3,000 and go buy that stuff? Get it
For
over
the-
with.
You're saying to outfit the kitchen?
Yeah. Go buy it, we'll go down and look at them, I was down there already, looked at them.
Hmm?
I got an idea, I told you the other day, why don't you come down and look at them?
Hmm?
And he's got the stuff standing there, he's got the table standing there. They're
You
all
talking
legal
like a
what we
big-
need.
big-
Pardon?
One of those big stainless prep tables,
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
right in the center.
6
On-
foot
on
long.
wheels?
Yeah. On wheels, yeah.
There's a lock.
That we have
He
to
went down
have,
to look at it,
that
so then-
Okay.
was part of the,
Yeah,
You
so
gotta
you have to
have
be
this
able
stuff,
to
so.
lock it down.
instead of sitting arguing, you know, you
No,
can sit and argue GE or Maytag or whatever all night long on who's gonna win, but just get it, something like
I don't know how you
that.
want to do it.
So,
I
up
mean-
to you guys. I'm okay with that.
That-
That's, ultimately, that's probably where we're gonna go.
Yeah,
For
I mean, the
should
one
we do
thing-
it? Then why don't we do it this way? So the individual items that you already got called out here, we can hit those up real quick, so that way you can get that going while there's still the
Fine.
sale. And then let's talk about what range we need to set for that supply place.
Yeah, it's Commercial Appliance Inc.
Yeah.
and
And then we
I
can
didn't know
put that in a motion though, just so it's more formal, just
Yeah.
saying that, hey, they're
Yeah.
authorized for this amount at this
Yeah.
place to
Yeah.
get a commercial fridge and a prep table. So
So-
at least that way it's detailed out more.
yeah,
Between now and next week, we would have time to be down there then
Okay,
yeah,
and have the pricing so that before it's actually approved or not,
yeah.
you'll have the actual,
oh, so we'll have that for the council?
yeah, I mean, it could be a couple days. I just, we
Yeah.
were going today, I didn't get there today, so Dad's aware.
Now, they have other deals there that you wanna look at rather than these, or?
Well, they got a lot of stuff there, but right now,
Their stuff's commercial stuff though, right? A lot of
no,
what they got
not
running.
necessarily, but you know, if you're gonna get into dishes and all that kind of stuff, they got, he showed me a lot of that stuff, of what we should and shouldn't. He said, even if you don't buy it from me, just do this and do that, don't do this, and you know, and he was pretty helpful, but, right off the top, it's what we need. The stoves, the stoves, refrigerator, and that table.
Okay.
Another thing that we're gonna have to look at, that hasn't come up yet, but if we put shelving in that storeroom,
That's on the list here to get to.
that's gonna have
next.
to be stainless steel wire. It can't have somebody go in there and
Like
build
the
shelves.
restaurant. Yeah, you just do the restaurant.
They gotta
stuff.
be stainless steel wire shelves.
Yeah,
You can buy that though,
Yeah, I'm sure he's got them too, if we look at it, we just haven't looked at it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. So, first one on the list is a stove. So I'll make a motion to go with the GE self-cleaning locked out one. For $409. Mike, got any thoughts?
Yeah, I'll second.
Okay. So all in favor? Aye.
What?
Alright, next we go for the fridge, and this is for the break room.
So, yeah, we've got, just two notes. One is, the police already bought like a $300 refrigerator from the Maytag, and the reason they bought it is because before we moved in, they have an evidence room refrigerator, and the refrigerator they were using was leaking water nonstop all over the floor. And so before they did the move, they checked in with me and they said that they could get a fridge that would be good enough from the Maytag. I think it was like $300, and they just went ahead and just got it, rather than put the fridge in that was gonna leak on the new floor.
Yeah.
So there's that note there. The next note then would be, we're looking for a refrigerator for that, I guess it's not really a break
Kitchen
room, but
head.
you know what I'm talking about, that area there where it's
Yeah.
gonna be the employees, staff,
Yep.
officials.
Lunches, sodas, stuff like that.
Fridge, and then it's plumbed in for like an ice maker in the fridge there too.
Oh.
Now, in looking at the Home Depot sale, I did come up with 3 refrigerators that are on the Home Depot site, which is the 3 of them that are compared right there too. If we wanted to go that route. Now, when I mentioned the Maytag locally, the next item we're gonna get to is the washer and dryer for City Hall. And
Yep.
we're already sort of setting aside that we would like to work with the Newmans on getting a washer and dryer for this building through them.
Yep.
They've kind of gone back and forth on whether they'll have one that we can get. It's up to what they have in stock, you know.
Yeah.
But with that, that's the refrigerators we're looking at, and that,
Not all of
there's
them?
4 of them actually that are on
Yeah.
that site. What's interesting though is they've got on all of those free delivery on all of them, and they're anywhere from 10 to 17% off.
There's only one of them's got the ice maker on it. I don't know if
They got
that's,
an option, it's an option to throw it on there. I
Oh.
think 3 of them you can have it on.
yeah, the one that's 456 already has one on there. It's the Hot Point, 17.6 cubic foot. Looks like your pretty standard fridge and freezer. So, is that what you guys are looking for? I mean, you guys looking for a nice
Something
maker?
along those lines. Yeah, I mean, and it's a brand new fridge to throw
Yeah.
in the office there too.
Alright, well, that one look good.
I would think so.
It's actually got the best size out of all of them too. So, and it's reasonable. It's right middle of the road price wise. So I'll make a motion to go with a Hot Point 17.6 cubic foot fridge freezer for $456.
Second.
Alright, all in favor? Aye.
Okay.
So now we're down to,
So the washer dryer, like I said, we're gonna work with Newman's on that.
Yeah, so that's-
We don't know what that is right now, but that's who we'll work with. And then I'd also just have a note on some to be determined items. One would be on the corridor display cases. And on those, the woodworking company that we had would be willing to give some quotes on display cases. But we wanted them to only be focused on this thing to make sure that this got in, and this got installed last week, the seating area.
that looks nice.
Yeah, I think it'll work real well. I apologize on the cabling down below. Heartland is in this week. So we were aiming for next week to be able to get this all up and running if we could. But we do have to get power, so we'll have power outlets in here, and then it's gonna be cabled up. This is gonna actually be the control seat over here, where we'll control the cameras.
Oh.
The screen is installed here, that's what's in the ceiling there, so that'll pop out. If we need that, there'll be a projector pretty much right in the middle behind that light. So we won't have to use our camcorder
Nice.
too much longer, I hope, but, well, this is coming along pretty good, and it's good that we were able to meet in here too. I mean, get a feel for it, the chairs are in, so that's
Yeah,
good.
nice and comfy.
Yeah. But, so the corridor display cases, we do not have quotes on those or have them ordered yet, so, because we don't have quotes, that'll be coming up yet. Basement storage shelving, we are gonna get some quotes on that. And then the thought on the storage room off the kitchen there, we'll wanna talk with the county on what kind of shelving they may want in that area, and that's where you're talking about that steel or that
Yeah.
wire rack, yeah. We can take a look at that too.
I guess I'm not too worried about any of that stuff yet until we actually find out who else is gonna be using it for sure.
Right. Yeah, so it's not a rush item, but I just wanted to
Yeah.
put it out there so that we know that it's just kind of out there. And the only other question or comment that I have relates to these tables and chairs that we have.
Yep.
And the question would be, if we're looking at holding meetings, holding court in here, I think these stackable chairs will probably work, but the question may be, if we have extra staff or presenters, is that the kind of table that you would want up here? Because if it is, I'm not sure we have enough to outfit both of these rooms here. With the community room tables downstairs, the chairs, and then, really we'd just be looking at tables. And, now that we have them in here, we can get an idea of what they look like.
Yeah.
If we wanted to look at some quotes on a table that might match this a little bit better for the front, I mean, it's really up to you guys.
Yeah, I think those are fine, cause you can always just throw like a tablecloth thing around it or something like that and it'll look fine.
Yeah, and I'm indifferent on it, we wanted to put it out here so that you guys could take a look at it and let me know what you think. Otherwise, I think the chairs and that'll be fine, I think.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the table.
Okay? And then, we do not have a podium right now, but that floor box, this box that's right here,
Yep.
that's set up, that's where this council table is gonna be powered from.
Okay.
And that's also gonna be wired up so that if somebody's here to present to you and they have like a computer that they wanna shoot a presentation up, they can hook into like that would be like where a podium would be if we had one. Somebody was gonna come and address the council or whatever.
Yeah.
We don't have an actual podium right now, so it's just one thing to think about. For right now, we just have the floor box, it's covered up there.
Okay.
I don't have any quotes on it, we're just kind of throwing it out there. Once we start using this room more, I think we'll probably get a better feel for
What exactly you need.
right?
Yep. Alright.
And that's really all I've got, for right now.
So then do we wanna put the appliance?
You're looking back on that, the kitchen appliance, so
Yeah.
you're looking at that refrigerator.
So we got
the cart.
Would you say the cart was 300?
Pardon?
Cart was 300?
The table?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then the fridge is what, like,
I think the
2,000?
price was like $18.50 or something like
Yeah,
that.
it was under 2,000. There was 3 of them standing there. And
so we
they
can make
were
a
from
motion and just
1750
have it
to-
be for no more than $2,400 or something like that. Would that cover it?
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah,
rather
either
just
way,
have
I
it be
mean,
a formalized
whatever the-
motion so that way you guys aren't having to run
Make it
back and forth.
$2,500 and that's.
Are you okay with that, Mike?
Sure.
Okay. So what's the company called then?
It's Commercial Appliance Incorporated.
Alright, so I'll make a motion for Patrick to be able to spend up to or no more than $2,500 at the Commercial Appliance Incorporated for a commercial fridge and a stainless steel
Prep table, I guess,
Yeah, that's what they call it.
prep table.
And then that way, at least you guys aren't having to go back and forth
Yeah,
15 times to figure this out. And then if we have the price before the meeting, that'd be perfect.
Okay. So that's your motion, recommend approval for authorizing city administrator up to $2,500 for a commercial fridge and stainless steel prep table from Commercial Appliance Incorporated.
Yep.
And in between now and next Monday, we'll verify with that, we'll get that.
Get the dollar
number
amount on there.
nailed down.
Okay. Just waiting on a second. Or did you already say it?
I thought we did second, or?
No.
Oh,
not
no,
on
just
this.
a motion, I think I got.
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. Alright, so we're good there?
Oh, I'm trying to think of what's goofy, that chair's flipped around. Sorry, I kept looking at like,
Give me the one.
yeah,
Alright,
sorry about that.
next I'll, make a motion to approve checks 32214 through 32301 totaling $435,924 and a penny.
Second.
Alright, this one gonna do roll call or?
Yeah. Nadowski,
Aye.
Kemp.
Aye.
Alright, now we're on to Patrick.
Right now, we're currently working on gathering some information for the permanent financing for City Hall. So you had Allers here last month, and then we did approve
Time to
authorizing
go get it
or
or
issuing.
set it up.
Yeah. And so we're working on that. I did have a phone call, about an hour and a half last week, just on, there's some changing rules with securities now where our bond counsel, which is Quarles and Brady, it's our attorneys that work with Ellers, have to follow certain due diligence mandates, and with that, they have to go through and ask me, are you comfortable with all these documents related to your debt? It's kind of an extra layer of protection for potential bond buyers that are out there. We had a lot of that, just kind of getting that straightened away. We're also working on gathering information for the Clean Water Fund loan, which is how we're gonna finance the wastewater treatment plant. We're gonna be working, it's gonna be a hybrid through Cedar and Allers are both working on certain aspects of that. And then we do have a meeting on Wednesday. John Cameron and I have a meeting with with Agri-Peer about, potentially defeasing our debt. And what that would mean is try to get Agri-Peer to pay some of their fixed costs. If they can front load some of that, it will pay exponential dividends to us on the back end, where it'll lower our debt that we've got to pay, lower our rate probably too. But those are some of the things we're working on there. This building is coming along real well. I think like Thad had mentioned, we're down to Heartland right now. You can see with this table here. They're working on this table to get this up and running for next Monday. And they're working on the door access. Ran into a couple hurdles, I guess. And the thought was that in the next couple days they should have the key fobs up and running. The issue we run into right now is that all of our doors default to the locked position when they're not powered up. So when the key system is not running, doors lock, which is better than if they were open, because like today now, the police department during the day, you want to have those doors locked so that people can't just go in.
Yeah.
But then it presents some issues just with the rest of the building as we're trying to have people come in and out. Either you gotta prop open a door, which defeats the purpose of locking it anyway, or
Yeah.
try to do what you can. So we are working on that. One item that might be coming up, a change item, is a piece to integrate our elevator to the door access system. Because the way our elevator was installed, the intent with putting in the elevator was that we wouldn't let the general public get down to the basement. But the base model of the elevator doesn't come with that protection. So that's an add-on that we have to put on the elevator. And also, in talking to Heartland, there's an add-on to the door access system, the key fob system, that our fobs would be the ones that would work in the elevator rather than having another layer. So it's some of those things we're running into, but it's because we're in the building now and we're starting to see what's working, what's not the best. And then the only other thing that we ran into was a potential issue with the flooring in the community room, where our brand new chairs and maybe some ladders from Heartland or another contractor, it looks like they're scuffing the floor up a little bit more than what they should. And the floor is basically brand new. So we have the flooring rep, the manufacturer rep is coming out tomorrow to take a look at it. But, you know, the general theme is that we're in the building and now we're open to the public, which is a good thing. And then in probably 2 weeks, we'll have the back parking lot open and then we'll really be open.
Getting many comments?
Yeah, a lot
Some
of
people
people
that
stop
come.
in, they think everything looks pretty good, so.
Good.
It's a good thing.
Alright,
That's all I have for right now.
now we got, June's meeting.
If we're looking at keeping it with the Public Works on the second Monday, we'd be looking at June 13th.
Okay.
Is that gonna be okay?
Yeah. Alright, next we got other such matters. Do you have anything else, Patrick?
No.
Mike, you got anything?
No.
Alright, we doing closed session then?
Yeah, it'll
Okay.
just be a quick update on the
So then I'll
prior action that's been taken by the council.
make a motion to go to closed session pursuant with, to 19.851G Wisconsin statute, conferring with legal counsel for the governmental body who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to be adopted by the body with respect to litigation in which it is or likely to become involved. The reason for the closed session is to discuss a settlement with the general contractor claim related to the municipal building project.
Roll call, Nadowski,
Aye.
Kemp,
All right.
it is 7:10.